Sitting on a front porch in the early morning breeze. Sitting on a front porch, just an old friend and me. Drink a little coffee, read all the local news, talk a little gossip every now and then. Smell that ham cooking in the kitchen, a brand new sunrise in the sky. Sitting on a front porch, minding all your business. What a way to make the day go by.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good Thursday morning to you. Welcome to the Front Porch. My name's Kenny Dean. We got Ryan Fuller in there mashing all the buttons, hoping they're all working today. Hope y'all all are working today. If you got a job, if you don't, hope you enjoy being retired. And a big old good morning to you there, Reverend.
Hey, Mr. Kenny, how you doing this morning?
Man, we getting a day started out here on the Front Porch with you, and hopefully, if you can join us about 8:20 this morning, we'll get a Friday show done today too.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
River of Life, you got together last night. You don't get back together as far as any kind of meetings other than service on Sunday, correct?
Yeah. Well, we got a few things coming up. We've got the men's, we call it the Man Up Conference that we're going to be doing in Montgomery with some other churches, and then. We've got our seniors retreats coming up, in May. So that's for those 55 and up. And then, of course, we'll be starting camps right here. Before you know it, summer's going to be upon us, and we'll be starting all of our kids' camps and youth camps and all that kind of thing. So, yeah, just starting to get busy.
It's amazing. Yeah. It's amazing. And I hope those young folks that'll be out for the summer, I hope they'll take advantage of those youth camps because they're good for them. They're memory makers, and those are days and weeks and hours that they'll never forget.
That's so true. There's so many that have been impacted for the rest of their lives, as a result of going to some of those camps, and that's great. Hey, there's one other thing I wanted to announce, if that's okay.
Yes, sir.
As far as a community event, we got the National Day of Prayer coming up, May the 7th. And I will try to get you a flyer to you. Maybe you could help us announce that. It's going to be that's going to be a Thursday, May 7th at 6 p.m. at First Baptist Church, National Day of Prayer.
Yes, sir. You make sure May 7th. Yeah, you make sure you get that to me, and we'll be glad to because that's that's right around the corner. You know that though, don't you?
Yes, yeah. Everything's sneaking up on me this year. It seems like.
Oh, Father Time does that, doesn't he?
He does.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, be sure to get that to us. We'll be glad to promote that, and thank y'all for doing that, because that's something y'all been doing for many, many years. Yes,
we have.
Well, buddy,
we appreciate First Baptist for opening their doors to us and letting us do that.
Well, that's a good thing, number one, but you're right. Thank them for doing that. Again, thank you for being with us, and we'll just go ahead and turn it over to you right now.
Okay. Here's a thought I want to leave with everyone, and maybe this will touch some people out there. I'm going to entitle this one as Restored by Fire, or restored, I should say, by the fire. By the fire. Here we go. So have you ever wished you could go back to a moment you regret and do it differently? I believe Peter probably felt that way when he had walked with Jesus. He had seen the miracles. He even made some very bold promises. And then that one night, while standing next to a charcoal fire, warming his hands with the others who were gathered around, he denied even knowing Jesus. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. And the Bible says he went out and he wept bitterly. But now fast forward, Jesus is alive and Peter is in Galilee. He's standing near a fire again. But this time it's different. It's not the courtyard. It's not the night of failure. It's on the shoreline. And Jesus is there. And the Bible says there was a charcoal fire burning as well that Jesus had prepared for him and his disciples. And the same kind of fire Peter stood by when he denied Jesus. It was a charcoal fire, the Bible said. That was interesting. But can you imagine, when he smelt it, certain things trigger things. Maybe the memory came back, the weight of it all coming back of how that previous time he was next to a charcoal fire, it was him denying the Lord. And then Jesus, at this point, looks at him and asks him, Peter, do you love me? And he wasn't doing it to shame him or try to expose him. He was doing it to restore him. And he asked him 3 times, the same number of times that Peter denied him, do you love me? And then Jesus says something very powerful after each statement. He says, feed my sheep. And in other words, I believe what the Lord was saying is, Peter, I'm not done with you. And I think that's a great message for us today. Failure is not the end of your story. The place where you fail can also become the place where God meets you. Maybe you've said some things you've regretted or made choices you wish you could undo. You felt like maybe you just went too far in some areas, but this is something we need to hear. Jesus, he doesn't avoid our failure. He meets us in it. He doesn't just forgive us. He also wants to restore us. So I would just encourage people that maybe feel in any way like Peter did, don't run from him, but come to him. Because that same Jesus who stood by that fire of Peter is ready to meet you right where you're at and remind you, I'm not done with you. And so that's the thought for the day.
That's a great thought. When you were talking about failure, the way I look at failure, it's an opportunity.
Yes.
It's not just a one door closed and one door open, and it's an opportunity. And it's hard to look at it that way when it happens, though, isn't it, Reverend?
It is. It really is. The part that really got me, as I was thinking about this, was, sometimes, things happen and there's certain things that trigger a memory, like in this case, that fire. But it's good when you can go back and the thing that triggered that, you can go back and have a different feeling. Just kind of go back to it like if it's kind of like forgiving someone. If maybe you had a fight with someone and you're at odds with them and there's no relationship, all of a sudden you decide to get back with them instead of your last memory being, we're apart and this relationship's messed up, but your last memory is something better than that. I don't know if that makes sense.
It does.
Anyway, just certain things will trigger thoughts, and we just want them to be positive and not negative.
I'm all about the positive, my friend. To me, it's easy to be positive, and so hopefully some young folks. I love our young folks because they're our future. So I hope they were listening and they'll go out and make a positive statement today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, buddy.
It's always good with you.
It's always a treat and a blessing. So thank you for being with us, and we'll look forward to hearing from you about 8:20 this morning.
Okay, and then how long will someone be in the office so I can drop that information by?
We'll be here all day.
Okay. All right, well, thank you so much.
Look forward to seeing you, my friend. Reverend Michael Waldrop getting our day started. Let's get your day started with the weather. Feels pretty good. It's still nice outside. It's cool. 53 degrees starting out this morning. Just another lovely morning. It's going to be another warm day, though. 84 for a high today. And tonight, another pleasant night. A little bit warmer, 59, clear. Going into the weekend. Oh, boy, we're going to hit almost 90 tomorrow. 88 with a low of 61 tomorrow night. For the Dragon Boat Race or anything else you have going on Saturday, it's going to be a good day, 83 and 50. Rain still looking like coming in here on a Sunday, which we're needing, 70 and 43 with a 50% chance of rain. Then we're going to start off Monday, 77 with no rain. Mid-40s, low 50s on Tuesday with a high of 79. So going to cool off a little bit after that rain comes through here. But there's your 5-day forecast brought to you by Alex City Marine, located on Highway 280 in the Gap. They're looking forward to seeing you today and tomorrow because you're coming today to check that boat out. You're coming back and you go buy it today, and then you're going to come back tomorrow. and pick it up. That's what they do business at Alex City Marine. Eula Mays, let me tell you what, now he's closed today. That boy, he's there, but he's working on catering. I'm talking about Gary Tapley and the crew. They got big catering events going on this week. Now, they'll be back open tomorrow, and he wants to see you in there tomorrow because tomorrow is Chicken Tender Snack Day with fries and a drink, $8. That's the special. Everything's special at Eula Mays, breakfast, lunch, and supper, Calhoun Street, inside the square.
At Beyond Home Care, we provide in-home care services to individuals needing assistance with activities in their daily lives. We work with each client to provide personalized home care and sitter services. Whether it's assistance with bathing and personal care or an escort to a doctor's appointment, each client receives the individual care they need with the dignity and respect they deserve. Give us a call today at 256-414-6090 or visit us online at beyondhomecareal.com.
Corey's Furniture Express, your expressway to savings. Come on, get on board. Corey's Furniture saves you more. We try harder in every way, so drive a little and save today. Corey's Furniture Express, your expressway to savings.
Tiny Homes by Wind Creek now renting. Sleeps for full kitchen, private fishing pond, boat charging station, and pet friendly. Call today, 256-935-9337 or tinyhomesbywindcreek.com. Located in beautiful small town USA, Alexander City, Alabama, on Highway 63 South, turning into Wind Creek State Park, and there they sit, ready for you to sit on their front porch.
The Alex City Parks and Rec Department serves the residents of Alexander City with quality facilities and programs designed to positively affect the lives of our citizens. From youth sports programs to adult activities and our senior center, the Alex City Parks and Rec offers services for all ages. The Cooper Rec Center, Lake Winds Golf Course, and the Senior Activity Center are just some of the great features the Alex City Parks and Rec Department provides for the people of Alex City. For more information on any of our programs, call 256-329-5762. or go to acpr.recdesk.com.
Hometown Pharmacy, located at 839 Airport Drive here in Alexander City, conveniently located right adjacent to Temple Medical Clinic. Go by and visit the friendly staff where they treat you like family. And remember the drive-through window. All major insurances are accepted. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m., and then on Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Give them a call at 256-329-0900. That's Hometown Pharmacy, serving our hometown.
A1 Lock and Key Service. Owner Bernie Atkinson asks you to keep his number, 256-329-2539, on you at all times. Bernie has a complete locksmith service for auto, business, and residence. He is licensed, bonded, and insured with over 39 years experience. Services include sales, installation, and a 24-hour emergency service. That's what service is all about. 256-329-2539.
Chick-fil-A, she'll be out here tomorrow. I'm talking about Lois Ann Murphy to tell us all about celebrating our Workforce Cow Initiative. Now, I don't know what that's about. That's why she's going to be out here tomorrow and tell us all about it. Right now, what's going on is Pedals and Play at Chick-fil-A. Hands-on flower crafting fun, colorful pipe cleaners, and supplies provided. A free event while the supply lasts. That's going to be going on from 10 to 11:30 Saturday, this coming Saturday, April the 18th. And when she's out here today, we'll let her tell us more about that. Chick-fil-A. I just love that place. Hey, you know, if I'd been paying attention, because today's my wife's birthday, Miss Ellen Dean, if you happen to run into her, and about the only place you go run into her is probably going to be in that yard. She's been working in that yard every day for about a week now. But happy birthday there, young lady. Love you a whole bunch, and look forward to many, many, many more years together. And get up out of that bed and get out there in that yard and get to work. But Reverend Michael Walters' birthday today. Now, let him wish him a happy birthday. Senator Clyde Chambliss, happy birthday to you, Dave. Old buddy, actor extraordinaire, Keith Garrett's having a birthday. Cherie Robertson Kavanaugh, my neighbor there, or almost kind of my neighbor, is having a birthday. So happy birthday to you folks, and hope you have many, many more. Let's see. Yard sale, we got a yard sale. We've been talking about this all week at Grace Point. That's going to be this coming Saturday, 7 a.m. until Grace Point Baptist Church, right across the road from Riverbank and Trust. And that's on Highway 280. My buddy will be out here at 7:30 this morning, Iceberg Slim, to talk about blues in the park. So I'm going to keep that right here. You know what? I'm going to give Elk City Outlook a little free advertising this morning. Can you read that? If you're driving right now and you listen on the Clyde Country, this is what it says. Highway 63 set to reopen by end of the summer. I know it's a big disappointment to a lot of folks around here, and I know the DAT, the Department of Transportation, I know they do what they can, but I think it was supposed to be earlier in the year than the last time we had someone on the show, which we were going to get somebody on the show, but this kind of answers to tell us about it. But this kind of answered the question. They were hoping to get it open next month. So that's just really, really disappointing to I know a lot of folks, especially business folks on Highway 280. People that live down Highway 63 have to try to get down 63. We got the summer. Well, I don't have to get into all that. You know how that affects all of us. But very disappointing news there. Boy, we got a lot. Well, this is a bright note, but you got to go down. You can't get down Highway 63, but you got other ways to go. One is down Wind Creek or Covent Abbott Road, and you can go down there Saturday morning. The Dragon Race is going to be happening. I'm going to be down there with Clyde Country doing a remote. It's just going to be a lot of fun. Elks Lodge got a big tournament tomorrow. That's a BPOE Elks Lodge, 1878. They'll be playing down at Steel Waters tomorrow. I'm going to put that over here because I think they're probably about ready to wrap that up. She Seeks, Seeking Him, Becoming You, a time to surrender, renew, and flourish. This is a ladies' retreat. This will take place at the on County Road 34 at the Lake Community Church this coming Saturday. No, tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 17th. April 17th, 5:30 to 8:30. The Saturday, 9 until 3. Let's put that right there. Oh, bingo night. I got to get all my information for bingo night at Elks Lodge. The big pot tonight. Of course, they get started about 6:30 down at the Elks Lodge. The big pot is $1,400. The small pot is $750. And a little bitty pot is $500. That's the hot ball, $2 per ball. So y'all get on down to the Elks Lodge tonight. Lunch and Learn social media. This is a social media that works how to grow, engage, and show up authentically. Tuesday, April 21st, at the Lake Martin Innovation Center, Bullpen, 11 until 1. Let me just tell you, this is a really good way to meet folks, find out what their business is about, maybe even do a little connecting, how to create content that feels authentic, not forced. I like that. Simple strategies to increase engagement. So put that on your things to do this coming Tuesday, April 21st, as we rock right along in the month. Double shot of my baby's love. Now, that's swinging today. A double shot of Money Shot. 2 nights of epic 80s party rock this coming tomorrow night and Saturday night at Martin's at Lake Martin. They got something going on down there, I'm telling you, all the time. Now, let's go over to Chilton County, if you will. Not 7 days, it's only 2 days away. The Strawberry Festival. We had the Strawberry Queens out here this week telling us all about it. They, of course, have kids' activities, entertainment, course strawberries, and they were very kind to bring us some the other day, and me and the guys ate them. They were sweet. And those girls were sweet too. They loved just being out here just to smile. But that's going on this weekend, 8:30 to 5:30. It's in Thorsby, Alabama, which is in Chilton County, Alabama. Now, next Friday, I know we'll probably talk about this some this morning with Shane Harris. He'll be out here at 6:30 to 7:30, Tallapoosa County Extension Agent. So if you got some questions about your yard, I know the question at the very top, rain. What do we do about it? Well, there's nothing we can do about it except water our plants, water our lawns. But Tallapoosa County Ag Center ribbon cutting will be coming up next Friday, the 24th, 10 o'clock. So put that on your things to do for next Friday. State of the Lake, that's going to be that's the Lake Martin State of the Lake. That will be at the First Baptist Church in Alexander City, May the 12th. This is a good one. Purchase a shrimp boil. Now, to raise money for the Tallapoosa Aid to People, that's TAP. That's one of the Lake Martin Area United Way agencies. Shrimp boil includes, of course, shrimp, corn, potatoes, and sausage. $30 each, but I think you're supposed to already get that in, but you can probably, shrimp boil pickup is from 5 to 7, April the 20th. So you can probably check with them there at the wharf and tell them we said hello at the wharf, Highway 280. That's not go. Highway 280 is open. Now, you know, we talked about one thing yesterday, and I found out a little bit more about it. And Ms. Barbara Sokol, thank you. I didn't read the article, but my understanding, Highway 22 there and 280 right there where Goo Goo's car wash thing is right there, they're going to cement that because of the heavy trucks. It just can't take it, and it may be a sinkhole, maybe right there. That's not good at all. But that, whenever they start that, I'm sure that's going to take a while too. But that's going to be a mess. So we got a lot of things going on around here. Some good things and some not so good things. This is a good thing. This is something that will take place free pancake breakfast for our veterans, all veterans and family members and first responders. This will be April the 25th, which will be next Saturday, 8 to 9:30. That's at the American Legion Post 143 over in Dayville. That same day, American Legion Family Day, honoring our veterans, military families, and communities, Saturday, April 25th, noon to 4 at Patriot Park, formerly that's Pennington Park. Fishing still going on. I'm talking about the Lake Martin 100-year centennial virtual fishing tournament. Now, this is a little bit different than your regular fishing tournament because it's not how big it is. It's how long that rascal is. I'm talking about your first place bass is $5,000. Your first place crappie is $3,000. Get signed up. Only $35. It goes on through June 9th. And we will be right back. Salvation Army is located at 6800 US 280, right before you go into Turtleneck community. Is open for business today just for you, and they just want to see you. That's all they want to do. They want to see you down there shopping with them. Let's talk about clothes, ladies, men's, children's clothes, furniture, glassware, pots and pans. That's already there. Go by and check it out, and the bargains are galore on the floor at Salvation Army.
Central Alabama. This is our home. It's where we work, where we play, where we raise our families and grow old. And in the unfortunate event we become sick with cancer, thanks to UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center, this is where we heal also. We have invested in new technologies and expertise so that now we're able to treat all sorts of cancers and you never have to leave Tallapoosa County. UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center. Compassionate, convenient, collaborative cancer care right here at home.
Family budgets are tight, but help is on the way. Doug Cannon will fight to eliminate the state grocery tax, putting real money back in your pocket. He's investing in workforce education, creating good-paying jobs right here at home, standing strong for law enforcement, supporting our veterans, and improving roads and rural broadband. A conservative leader, small business owner, not a career politician. Doug Cannon, proven leadership, real results for District 27.
I'm Doug Cannon. I'll be honored to earn your vote May 19th.
Farmers and Merchants Bank of Dadeville is building a foundation of strength and trust in the entire Lake Martin community. With our modern branch in Dadeville and caring, attentive staff, we've established Farmers and Merchants Bank as a reliable friend to your banking needs. Whether it's just a savings or checking account or any commercial, auto, or real estate loan, Farmers has local decision-making to build a relationship with you and your needs. Farmers and Merchants Community Bank. Strength, service, community.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
We are a debt relief agency. We help people file Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under the Bankruptcy Code.
This is Marcia Mason, your local Lake Martin bankruptcy and Social Security disability attorney. Mason Law Firm is located at 217 Madison Street in Alexander City. Call 256-329-1313 to schedule your appointment today. All initial consultations are free and strictly confidential.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
Big wins all year long. Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air once again is giving away concert tickets, race tickets, highly coveted prizes, and more. Want in? Follow Dixie on Facebook to see how to play along. Big wins all year long. Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air once again is giving away concert tickets, race tickets, highly coveted prizes, and more. Want in? Follow Dixie on Facebook to see how to play along.
Two Rivers Lumber Company has a proud heritage in the state of Alabama and is excited to announce we are opening a new facility in the Lake Martin area late 2025. Our company specializes in southern yellow pine dimension lumber, and we plan to employ over 150 in our new community of Lake Martin. Two Rivers Lumber Company is a family-run business with over 45 years of service to the state. And we are happy to become a part of the Lake Martin community and want to wish the best of luck to all area athletic teams in all competitions. Two Rivers Lumber, Lake Martin's newest community partner, coming soon.
Hillby Home and Garden, my wife's birthday today, and she said she wants to go to Hillby Home and Garden. She got some more plants and flowers she's looking for, and that's the place to go. So I was telling somebody else just yesterday, they were going somewhere, and I said, hey, Don't forget about Hillby Home and Garden. They're located on Highway 22. That's formerly the old Betty's Garden Center. Go by and see our friends at Hillby Home and Garden. They'll be open 9 to 5 today, tomorrow, Saturday to 4, and 1 to 4 on Sunday afternoon. And happy birthday also to Madeline Pat Edwards today. We just got this note, so happy birthday to you, young lady. And happy birthday to you, Shane Harris.
Mine's not till October. So.
I know it's not till October. I thought I'd just be the first one to tell you.
Are you going to give me a present too?
Yeah, here you go. Here you go. How you doing?
Oh, yeah, busy. Wide open.
I know it's a lot of folks, Good Friday, a lot of folks did a lot of planting that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We've not had any rain in, how long?
I don't know. And I was thinking on the way in, I wanted to address that first.
Yeah.
Because I've had some questions about planting. This case more for shrubs and things like that. So lots of plant sales. A lot of people had spring fever. A lot of people bought shrubs and flowers and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And typically we don't have that big of an issue in the springtime because we have enough moisture. April, May,
Mm-hmm.
June typically the wettest month. And I've always cautioned folks, you got to get them in the ground. You got to put lots of mulch around them.
Mm-hmm.
They got to, especially the shrubs and trees, they've got to survive that first year. They got to get through August, September, and October.
Mm-hmm.
And September, October has been
Dry.
way driest
Mm-hmm.
months. Typically by record it is driest. Well, we're dry now. We're behind now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you have any flowers or shrubs or trees that you have planted, you're gonna have to start watering now. And my opinion on that, not only do you typically need to mulch, you definitely need to mulch. I recommend double mulching and for those new plants anyway.
Mm-hmm.
If you're planting azaleas or camellias or whatever, you got to conserve that moisture. In this case, you're gonna have to water them on a regular basis because the ground's dry, the air's dry. They're dry.
And it's been windy too.
And that doesn't help.
Right.
They naturally dry out in a container there in a nursery, but they're getting watered every single day. A garden center, they're getting watered hopefully at least every day, sometimes twice a day to maintain that moisture. So just take a little extra time and if they're in a container, you've got to water, doesn't matter. If it's a potted plant, hanging basket, you have to water at least once or twice a day regardless because we're not having rainfall at all.
It's pretty warm.
But anything that's in the ground that you're trying to get established, you're really going to have to tend to it probably a little bit more than normal to get it through this first year.
Yeah.
We ain't even got to summer yet. and that's almost it's a little bit going to be a little bit dangerous if we don't get those roots established.
I'm also looking at from the Forestry Commission, the Alabama Forestry Commission issues a statewide fire alert. Burn restrictions are in place due to extreme drought conditions and recent wildfires. So do not be
burning whatsoever.
Again, the other thing with it has been pretty windy during the day.
Oh yeah.
So that would
everything's
hurt.
just dry and crisp.
Right.
I know the grass is green and the plants are greening up and all that, but it's still that understory, that pine straw, those leaves and stuff like that are just prime candidates for a wildfire.
You keep bringing up mulching, and I've Kenny Jr. and Will have got gardens, some small gardens, and I told them, I said, make sure you put some mulch around those plants. Number one, it looks good.
Oh yeah,
but right now it's going to help more than ever.
Yeah, very
Watering
crucial.
and drought.
Yeah, I did a garden tour this earlier this week, and you can see the fresh layer of mulch, basically pine straw. Pine straw is always a premium. That's not an endorsement necessary, but it looks good
right.
in certain situations. Your pine bark looks good. Your cypress, whatever you want to use, looks good for certain situations. Yeah, there's cypress, there's shredded mulch, there's dyed mulch. There's a lot of variety in mulch, but just the basic pine straw, basic pine bark is your most common average, depending on what's available. And but that's critical for several reasons. Like you said, it looks good, looks nice and neat and organized. It holds that moisture in. It actually keeps the plants a little bit warmer in the wintertime as a blanket, and it keeps that soil sort of cool in the summertime by being sort of as an insulation blanket. Holds that moisture in, but also helps with weeds.
Yeah,
it's a good weed control.
Right.
And as well, so
it's a win-win.
It's a win-win. If you got a landscape, you need to put out mulch. If you're growing vegetables, as we talk about, as these seeds come up and those transplants begin to take off, go ahead and mulch them because the biggest headache with a vegetable garden is weeds. And if you're not doing type of pre-herbicide treatments, whatever, you're going to have to put out something. And so you can use cardboard, you can use newspaper, you can use wheat straw. I don't recommend pine straw because it just takes a long time to decay, but that's also recycling your organic matter back into it.
I wonder who started putting out pine straw for around plants or trees or something.
Well,
it started way back when, but that's a big industry these days.
It is. I mean, you have forests that are nothing but growing pine straw. In the timber industry, maybe we need to grow more pine straw than wood in some cases. But what's great is when it falls in your yard, it's natural. You can use that and you can push it. You got the leaves, you can use that as mulch. I always like to mimic nature.
Yeah.
Nature's got the plan. It's a perfection plan.
Mm-hmm.
So just try to mimic what those situation is there.
I know we've got areas that just nothing will grow around it, and to put pine straw around it, it really dresses it up.
It does, because then I meet a lot of people. As trees get larger, you have compaction of the soil. Grass is just not going to do well. You're fighting a losing battle because of shade, more than likely. Grass has to have sunlight. And so just go ahead and turn it into a natural area, turn it into a flower bed, or just put the pine straw or leaves or whatever out there as an aesthetic ornamental feature, because it just looks good, And that's also for weed control, because unfortunately, weeds are going to find those bare spots in your lawn, bare spots in the yard, edge of the yard. They're going to grow and thrive when everything else will.
And of course, the pine straw, you can get it in bales or square bales or round bales.
Absolutely.
I don't know which ones either.
It's just more of a whatever costs. Sometimes it's quantity. Maybe get a bulk price and stuff like that. But
and anytime you can go anywhere, we got plenty of pine trees around here, and I know some old guys, they'll back the truck up there and they'll just rake it up. So that's really the way to go, but it's some extra work.
A lot of people have excess in the yard, and they're trying to grow grass and pine trees and all that. They're trying to have a blend of both, but I'm to try to leave most of it there if you can.
Sam, I know we're gonna have a lot to talk about during your hour segment here, but I sent you a picture the other day. I won't say where it was. Crepe myrtle, and I looked at it. I'm thinking, I think that's that one he talked about that was murdered. But why would a place, professional place, let somebody do that to them?
My first reaction is not knowing any better, doing that. On another tour I had this week, I was at a Azalea convention. I had a tour.
Where was that?
This is in Athens, Georgia.
Really?
So I was in dog country and out there, and we got to see several gardens and stuff. And one of those gardens had the crepe myrtle was probably at least 12 inches in diameter, and it had to be at least 30, 35 feet tall.
Wow.
Untouched. Yeah. Untouched. And so when we talk about the crepe myrtle or the improper pruning of a crepe myrtle tree, it is a tree, cutting it back wrong, then if people will just see a mature one or one that has not been touched, and there's plenty of examples even around Alexander City of beautiful ones. From a commercial business, just, I don't know maybe it's just tradition, maybe it's a service, but educate yourself if you have those plants to put them in the proper way, because they just look better. I mean, it just looks better untouched. The excuse always comes back, it's too big. It's in the wrong place. Yours truly has done the same thing. I've taken them down because they get too big. They always get bigger than a plant tag. They always grow larger than you think they are. You always got to give them more room. So when you're doing a landscape design plan for that. This is a tree. This is a large shrub. This is a tree or a plant that has to have so much light or needs so much shade. But we've got to space them with the correct width, especially the crown. We may get the distance from the trunk away from especially a building or a window, but we also got to give room for that crown to grow. That crown could be at least 20 feet wide.
Yeah.
And if it's in the eave of your house, it's on the roof like mine is, it's in the lights, blocking windows, it's blocking street signs, it's blocking you hitting your car every time you pull into the driveway or go down the driveway. You have to allow those kind of things. And so improper pruning doesn't solve that. That's just lingering the problem from year after year to year, and you're left with an ugly tree.
Hey, we'll be right back. Elect Shane West, Tallapoosa County Commissioner, District 4, which is right around the corner. May the 19th, you'll be getting out and voting. Focused on results, not politics. Maintain and improve county infrastructure, protect taxpayer dollars, ensure transparent, accessible government. I'm reading this from his card right here. Elect Shane West, Tallapoosa County District 4 Commissioner.
Looking for reliable medical equipment close to home? Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical in Sylacauga has you covered with oxygen, CPAPs and BPAPs, continuous glucose monitors, wound care, and airway therapy. Need mobility support? We offer braces, lift chairs, and both manual and motorized wheelchairs available for rent or purchase. We'll even show you how to use your equipment, and yes, we accept most insurances. Serving the Sylacauga area for over 20 years, that's Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical, 201 West Fort Williams. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. Call 256-245-1411 today.
For years, Tom Watley's been a name you can trust to represent you, and now you can depend on Tom Watley Law, LLC to handle all of your legal needs. Tom has over 20 years of practice in criminal defense, probate needs, and estate planning. Tom Watley Law supports the communities of Lee and Tallapoosa County and can handle all your legal needs or refer you to their network of specialty attorneys. When it counts, call Tom Watley Law, LLC at 334-559-3420 or online at tomwatleylaw.org. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
On Lake Martin, there's so much to do, but if golf is your sport, you gotta get to Stillwater's Country Club. We offer the region's best course and facility for only $40 per round with cart weekly and an amazing $45 per weekend play. Make sure to inquire on any of our membership options, including full family, senior, student, or just spouse. Options that offer true value for your golfing pleasure. Book your round today at 256-307-1081 and enjoy one of the region's best courses with top-notch service. Stillwater's Country Club. Open to the public, golf, dine, and enjoy anytime.
Porch Feed and Seed covers both sides of the road in downtown Dable. Incredible selection of plants, stones, insecticides, and gift selection in the additional part. Original store has tack and boots for men, women, and children, gloves, hats, belts, and Carhartt clothing. Come on in and visit. Open Monday through Saturday for your convenience with a whole lot of service. Porch Feed and Seed, downtown Dable, Alabama. Triple R Cafe in downtown Rockford is where it's located. Now, you're looking at the outside right now. Come on in on the inside. Let's check out the hot bar. And let me tell you about this. Award-winning fried chicken. They do fried chicken like it's supposed to be done. How about this pork chop right here? They're open Monday through Saturday. They cater also. That's Triple R Cafe, downtown Rockford, Alabama.
Let's get serious. Let's get Arctic Air serious. You want your car and truck to live longer, don't you? Well, it's about maintenance. Same thing with Arctic Air. You see the number at the bottom of the screen? Call them right now. Let me tell you something. You want to be comfortable? We all want to be comfortable.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Anthony's Plumbing. Good morning to you, Anthony Waldrop. Anthony's Plumbing. He is licensed and insured. Anthony Waldrop has been in this business for a long time, whether it's a sewage issue. He's got a brand new machine that it's got a camera and everything. He's just itching to use this for you. But if you need him, and a lot of times we run into sewage issues, we run into plumbing issues, and we want somebody dependable. And also, very important that they are licensed and insured. His number is 256-596-1111. Shane Harris with us out here, Tallapoosa County Extension Agent. I'm just noticing lately, around this area, the state of Alabama, this community, there's some gorgeous azaleas, but they didn't bloom. Most of the time, they don't bloom long enough anyway. But this year, it seemed like it was really short-lived, and you said the cold may have had something to do with it.
There's several factors in there. You know, I'm an azalea enthusiast, nut and stuff, so I collect azaleas. I'm with the Azalea Society. I just got back from a convention on that. And so a couple things. Mine got burned by the cold, the very first set. So there's different groups of azaleas. Some of the old-fashioned ones, we have the large indicas, you got the small carooms, you got the encore azaleas out there that's more popular today. So you've got a series of different azaleas, and some are cold hardy, some are not. And so some are drought tolerant and not. Some bloom early, some bloom late. Some have small flowers, some have big flowers. So a lot of my early ones got burned by that last cold spell. They were already put out, buzzed out, killed, wiped them out. So then you have the next series that'll bloom, and I've got some blooming right now that are later ones.
I'm sorry, will those come back next year?
They'll all come back.
Okay.
So all it is, it just bit the flowers back.
Okay.
I had some of my native azaleas get burned and killed despite trying to protect them. And so the weather definitely has a factor. So from a cold standpoint, killing the buds will ruin the flower show. If they're protected and okay, they'll continue that flower show by normal. Dry weather also will affect plants in general too. Heat will affect them. Direct sunlight will affect them.
Oh no, Mother Nature.
Yeah, I mean, it's just general fact. If you have something in full sun, and a lot of times those flowers, like red flowers from an azalea, they get washed out very quickly. They won't last as long. But I would say also drought's also a factor, and the heat. I mean, 80-something degrees real quick. We went from 32, 30 to
26 and 28.
80 pretty quick, right?
Yeah.
And so they do have a period. They bloom about a week or so normally, maybe a couple days later than that. But if you have a variety of azaleas, you'll have flowers, for several weeks.
I noticed Ella was in the backyard working, and we had a big old azalea back there, but part of it was just dead.
Yeah.
And she trimmed that.
And so let me bring this point up. The big azaleas, and I've got several friends that have these, even here in Alexander City. The large azaleas that are 6 feet, 8 feet tall, 8 foot wide, have the big flowers, have the big leaves. Those are southern indicas. And they were introduced and better for the coast. So you see them in Charleston, Savannah, Mobile, New Orleans, things like that, Houston, Texas. You see them along the coast. Those are not cold hardy. So a lot of times, if the temperature falls just right, it'll zap those buds first thing.
But that's why they're good in those areas.
That's right. The later azaleas that were actually historically developed later on, and we talk about this in some of our Azalea 101 workshops over the years, is they started blooming. The northern states wanted azaleas. They wanted the southern azaleas that bloom in the south. And so they began breeding and crossing other varieties so they would be more cold hardy and bloom a little bit later in the season. Hey, they're still getting snow somewhere up in the north, right? Yeah. I saw that on the news. But some of my colleagues that were at the Azalea convention this week, they said it's going to be 80 in like Washington, D.C. and Northern Virginia this week. Well, they're blooming right now in that parts of the states.
What got you so involved in loving the azaleas?
Just beauty, I think, originally.
You're right.
And I look back, I didn't care about them until I started studying plants in a horticulture class at Auburn. And the George Lindley Tabor, which is a pink off color with white, with one of the large ones I'm talking about, that's not cold hardy. I just like that flower, and had to start learning them. And then my sons and I would always go to Callaway Gardens.
Oh yeah.
And then I was like, I have to, just admiring the azaleas and stuff. And so then it went from admiring them to appreciation them to just, hey, I want one of these. And I would always come back with a souvenir.
When I used to run years ago, Mobile had the Azalea Trail Run.
Yeah, that's right.
A 5K and a 10K, and there was a lot of families that went down there, and we went several times. And what it is, it's running through neighborhoods, and we've got the same neighborhoods around on both sides of the river here.
Absolutely. And today, there's so many new ones out there. I collect them, so I've got all the historical ones. But there's a lot of them that's being bred from Maryland and Northern Virginia and stuff. They're different shapes. They're blends of different colors. They may be bicolored. They may be ruffled. They may be what we call a double. And so they're unlike traditional azaleas out there. And so it's just like, that's pretty, that's nice, that's different. A lot of people want those, and they're starting to test them in the South to see if they'll work.
I'm in the minority around here. I'm not a lake person. Are azaleas big on Lake Martin?
Well, since I'm not on the water, I can't see it from the water side. But
you've been.
It definitely would be a great place, especially to me. It depends on again what variety you get. There's able to be on the borders. There's lots of wood areas, so you can have especially border plants. The large ones I'm talking about make great border plants,
right?
Separating a property to other, or that natural area that we're talking about. We see the native azaleas all around the water and the creeks of the lake. They're naturally there, and so those could be incorporated. Because you can have that different colors there, and with the rebloomers like the encores, they'll bloom 3 times a year.
How hard is it to go out and dig up an azalea and replant it, or is that?
It can be difficult.
Okay. Big root. Long
Not
root?
necessarily. It's going to be a little bit finicky. A lot of people have tried it and do that. The smaller the plant, the better. A lot of times they are reproducing by stolons in the ground from one plant to the other, and so you have to make sure you get all that root ball. It doesn't matter if you're trying to. People want to move dogwoods. They want to move other type of trees. The more root ball you can get undisturbed, the better, but it's always best to do that in the wintertime.
I want to remind y'all, Shane's going to be out here at 7:30, so feel free to text us if you got questions. Feel free to call if you want to give a question to Ryan or go over the air. This is for you.
Yeah, and this might be a good lead-in. If Ryan has that image too I sent him this morning. We got an extension day. This is extension week for Alabama Cooperative Extension. And so basically from Sunday through Saturday, today we're having a meet and greet in Daville, Alabama. That's not the best image, but that's one we saw off our Facebook page. From 10 to 1, there in the First Baptist Church of Daville parking lot, just at the corner of the courthouse.
Downtown
Daville. We'll be there as a meet and greet, highlighting what we do in the extension. We'll have the 4-H team. We'll have the FNEP agent there, Miss Latan there. Yours truly will be there with Chip East, and we'll be sort of pushing and promoting our podcast, Southern Ground. Danny Reams will be there. She's our food preservation agent. She's going to be testing canners. Won't be long that people will be make some jams and jellies this summer. We'll be there to answer your gardening questions. If you need a soil test or we'll talk about any of the services that we have, come back by and see us. We'll be there from 10 to 1. That is today as a promotion of Extension Week. Just come see us. Come by, say hello, and we'd love to see you.
I was making a note to get Danny Reams on here because that season will be here soon.
It won't be long, especially people put on the garden and be thinking about that, what you're going to do with it once it comes in.
And canning can be, it's kind of a lost art. I don't know if a lot of folks do that.
Not as much. Most people don't have big gardens.
Yeah.
And then when we talk about having a garden, why do you want a garden? There's lots of reasons behind that. We'll come back and we can talk about that.
Danny Reams, you're on the radar list. We'll be right back. Let's see what we got going on over at Coons Corner Deli. I know breakfast is going right out the door right now, but for lunch, this is your choice. Chicken tetrazzini, fried chicken, fried okra, creamed corn, mixed greens, purple hull peas, and bread pudding. And again, I always like to remind you that she's got Jennifer has a great catering outfit over there. So keep that in mind, too, at Coons Corner Deli.
Planning for the future is one of the greatest gifts we can give our loved ones. At Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, we are here to guide you with compassion, helping you make choices that bring peace of mind. Pre-planning means your wishes are honored and your family is free to focus on what truly matters, cherishing every memory. Because love, care, and dignity should last a lifetime. Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, here for you, always.
And Obituary is brought to you by our friends at Radney Funeral Home and Langley Funeral Home. Funeral service for Reverend Tom Ray Pimpton. We always knew him as Mr. Tom Pimpton. 83 of Dadeville will be today at 1 at the Chapel of Langley Funeral Home. Burial will follow in the Tallapoosa County Memory Gardens. The family will receive friends today from 10:30 to 12:30 at Langley Funeral Home. Langley Funeral Home is in charge of that service. A memorial service for Mrs. Charlene Diane Wright, 77 of Alexander City, will be tomorrow at 11 o'clock at the Chapel of Radney Funeral Home. The family will receive friends tomorrow from 10 to 11 at Radney Funeral Home. Radney Funeral Home is in charge of that service. And a funeral service for Mr. Roy Elvis Purvis, 81 of Jackson Gap, will be Saturday the 18th at 11 o'clock at the Chapel of Radney Funeral Home. The family will also receive friends on Saturday from 10 to 11 at Radney Funeral Home. Radney Funeral Home is in charge of that service. To these families and other families that have lost loved ones, my heart goes out to each and every one of you. To the men and women that are fighting for our freedom, God bless you. God bless the USA, and we will be right back.
The Sure Shot Outdoors is located on Highway 280 in Alexander City across from Chick-fil-A. Sporting goods store that always has a great selection of footwear, men's and ladies apparel, cookware for camping and home, firearms and shells year-round. Also, online store with financing is available. Owner Scott Watson invites you to come by today to see what the Sure Shot Outdoors has to offer you. Again, the Sure Shot, Highway 280, Alexander City.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
What if you could find natural gas appliances, contractors, rebates, and financing all in one place? NaturalGasConnection.com, your one-stop shop for all your natural gas needs. Natural Gas Connection, we'll hook you up.
Experience the freedom of mobility with Arise, our safe and clean public transportation serving all of Tallapoosa County. Keep your independence and leave the driving to us. Our handicapped accessible vehicles provide affordable fares based on age and distance. A mobile community is a thriving community. Wherever you need to go, we'll take you there. Call 256-329-8444 to schedule your trip today. Arise, your ride to a better life.
Grace's Flowers, Hillary Street, Alexander City, Alabama's been there for many decades. Grace's Flowers, it's all about flowers. It's flower power at Grace's Flowers on Hillary Street. Let me just tell you, you're in the doghouse, you need flowers. You need to cheer somebody up, you need flowers. Who do you think about? You think about Grace's Flowers. Grace's Flowers been there again for decades. Hillary Street, 234-4238. Grace's Flowers.
Alex City Marine is booming at our new state-of-the-art facility on Highway 280 in the Gap. Alex City Marine has expanded with the best in Landau pontoon boats and Suzuki outboards. But now, we added premium black fin center consoles and performance-driven excursion pontoons. See Steven and the crew for the best in on-time service for any boat and our huge new on-site boat storage and wet slip combo deals. Call the pros the locals know. Alex City Marine.
What makes Zaxby's Giant Chicken Finger Quesadilla so giant?
crispy fingers, sauce, and melty cheese. Zaxby's Giant Chicken Finger Quesadillas. Who's got the sauce?
A new year means new challenges for your land needs, and now is the best time to gear up at Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor on Highway 280 in Alexander City. Right now through spring, Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor has to clear all Mahindra 2024 and 2025 inventory with terms up to 84 months. We also have all implements to harvest and tame any land job. Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoors also has a huge selection of Spartan zero-turn mowers with 0 down and 0% interest up to 60 months on select models. Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor, Highway 280, Alexander City.
Ronnie's Pine Straw and Materials, that boy, he says, we deliver. And that's exactly what they do. Of course, they've got a pine straw, pea gravel, hay, a little bit of everything. So when it comes to, if you need something for your yard to make it look better, mulch, they got it all, and they can, you either go by and pick it up yourself, or they'll deliver it. You can also, you need to know where they are, don't you? Well, you turn into Wind Creek State Park off 63, and it's right there on your left. You'll see it, and you'll see that big old smiling Ronnie pitch too. Ronnie's Pine Straw Materials. Boy's a rascal right there. Shane Harris with us out here, County Extension Agent, County Extension Week.
It is.
That's a big thing.
Yeah, and it's basically just promote who we are and what we do.
Yeah.
A lot of people even today still don't understand who we are as Extension.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm employed by Auburn University through Alabama Cooperative Extension System. We're made up of Auburn University, Alabama A&M University. We're a combined organization. Extension has been around for over 100 years, since 1914 through the Smith-Lever Act. It was created. 4-H was as a major program of that. It was one of those first programs that really got Extension going into the homes of adults and youth, and where the reputation of Extension began. But we are part of a land-grant university.
Mm-hmm.
So there are Extension services all nationwide associated with every land-grant university in the United States. So this is an American-developed program. And so Auburn University is our land-grant university, and Alabama A&M was the second one that was brought to the state. And so the Clemsons, the LSUs, the Floridas, the University of Tennessee, the Mississippi State, the Texas A&M, the Ohio States, the Cornell Universities, NC State, Virginia Tech, those are not just football teams and things that we watch on. Those are your ag schools.
Wow.
Kansas State, Nebraska, I could keep naming them.
Iowa
State, a lot of them have the state in that. Kentucky, and so Arkansas, Missouri, things like that. So you can keep going around, not just the Southeast and stuff like that, but those are your ag schools. Those have a purpose. They were created to be the ag school as a land-grant university to do research, academics, and extension. And so not only were they allowed for the common man to go to school to teach them, provide them an education, but they also were required to do research. And so over 100 years ago, that was mostly agricultural research. So developing new nutrition and new products, different varieties of cotton or varieties of tomatoes, whatever it might be, whatever that research is. And so when 100 years ago, cars were just coming on the scene.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
There was no internet. There was newspaper. There was radio. There was no TV. A lot of people didn't have electric power. May not have had running water.
Mm-hmm.
How would you get that information from, say, Auburn University to Huntsville, Alabama, to Mobile, Alabama? or wherever state that might be. How would you get it from Athens, Georgia, where I was at this week, to Albany, Georgia, to the farmers down there? Well, what they did, the Extension Service established a faculty person associated with that university. In this case, for us, it's Auburn University, in all 67 states of Alabama, and each state of the United States. So there was a county agent. Most of the older generations knows my role as I am the county agent. I still use that title from a prestige standpoint and a historical standpoint. I'm your county agent, following Tommy Futrell and Nell DeMartin and Hoyt Webb and all those others that have been before us. And but the role is still the same. Is we're to provide research-based and distribute information out to the public.
You're able to do
basically facts.
You're able to do it today better than ever because of internet.
It is
social media.
This also makes it more difficult because now it's like, how do we get information now? Well, years ago it was farm days, farm tours, workshops, canning demonstrations, 4-H clubs, things like that. Whatever platform you can go to get that information out. There's records of 400 people coming to a farm day to look at some type of cotton planting or corn planting or kudzu planting, or introduce them to the tractor, introduce them to the terraces, conversation tillage, forestry tours. You know, all those things out there to get people to come learn and hear from the specialists from Auburn University and other universities on the experts in that field. So it was word of mouth and programs. Well, today we have mass media. We use newspaper, magazine, TV, radio, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, podcast to still get that information out there. But one problem is it's so saturated, you don't just have one source. We grew up with 3-5 channels on TV. Now there's 500 or there ain't nothing on.
That's a fact.
You know, we have to watch Andy Griffith on the side. But so now the hard part is how do we today, even for us today, I'm canceling an event tomorrow because people are not coming to a garden class. They're getting their information on the phones. They're getting it on demand or a different platform. They don't have to travel to a farm day or take a class during the week. People are busy, have other priorities, unless they're really passionate about it. So the hard part now is still to get that information out. But what makes us different is that research-based information, science-based. So we'll be doing a podcast on fire ants coming up, and we'll talk about remedies.
And they're bad already.
There's home remedies. There's things you read on the internet. There's people say do this. You know, put grits out there. Put gasoline on there. Try this product. Do this. None of that's true. It's also dangerous. So we provide factual information. We don't endorse one product or the other. We don't endorse a company or service or other. We provide, these are the facts, these are the basics, these are your options that could be that may be cost effective and beneficial. Then you get to make that decision what you want to do. Like a farmer says, you got this weed out here and it's going to cost you you use this herbicide to control it. Well, they find out it may cost, I don't know, $500 an acre to spray. Well, I can't do that. So for us providing that research-based information, we then save that farmer or that landowner some money. Otherwise, just randomly doing something and it may not work. Their livelihood is involved.
I'm gonna go back to all those states you mentioned a while ago. I've been thinking about that. Every one of those states, and he didn't mention all of them in the United States, but all of those, every one of them have a different product that they're working on, or products.
They have and that's what I was going to say with you too as well. They have a specialty. So like Mississippi State just put out one on fire ants, just for example. But Texas A&M, Clemson, you know, all of them are big fire ants. I'll go to the University of Kentucky because they have a lot of stuff on insects. I'll go to Clemson because they have a lot of stuff on ornamentals. I'll go to Arkansas because they specialize in blackberry research. You want citrus, you got to go to LSU in Florida and stuff like that. You pull from those other things. So it's not just us that you're getting one university. We're now, with the beauty of connection with internet and other resources, that we can rely on other states for information. And now you can Google that. Now, that is our competition because the search engines, now AI, is people are going to that instead of calling your county agent, okay, for information. We still have publications, we still have that, but when you do a search, if you're listening to me, put a .edu or put extension with the word. How do you control fire ants with the word extension? You'll get a list of all the universities at .edu that'll these are the publications on how to control fire ants. The facts versus some random company or things like that that's out there.
Well, and I also think about all those states, and especially the state of Alabama, 4-H and FFA, how it continues to grow.
Oh, yeah.
And you see the young folks more than I do. We just see just a handful. But man, it's growing, it's big, and it's our future. We'll be right back. Well, the Lake Martin-Dayville Area Chamber of Commerce is getting all ready for the Dragon Boat Race at Wind Creek State Park this coming Saturday morning. So make sure you put that on your things. It's a first-time event around here, and I'm just hoping, and I know it's going to be an annual event. We'll see you down there. But if you want to be a big part of the Lake Martin-Dayville Area Chamber of Commerce, call them or go by their brand new office in downtown Dayville.
Medicare for Veterans, MedicareSalute.com. Medicare for Veterans, helping to maximize your VA, CHAMP VA, and TRICARE benefits. Call 256-675-5315 today. Ask for Amber Walker. Ask about Medicare, life, health, dental, and final expenses. Do that today. Call 256-675-5315.
Hillaby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hillaby Towers in Alexander City.
Ivy Creek Healthcare is excited to showcase their newest clinic, Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin, located conveniently near the main entrance to Stillwater's on Highway 49 South in Dayville. Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin is an urgent care with walk-ins welcome. Whether you need lab work, x-rays, or immediate care, find comfort here at Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin. Ivy Creek, here when you need us most. 256-827-5379.
The best lakefront properties don't happen by accident. They're designed, crafted, and built to perfection. Trusted for over 35 years, Lakescape creates breathtaking waterfront retreats built to impress and made to last a lifetime. From your mailbox to the end of your dock, we are the single source answer to design, build, and maintain your dream lakescape. It all starts at lakescape.com.
Satterfield Outdoor Living is Lake Martin's trusted friend for your outdoor land and leisure needs. We're the region's authorized Skag mower dealer for residential and commercial lawns and offer all the small engine accessories you need. With top lines of Steel, Echo, Shindaiwa, Husqvarna, and Metabo products that can tame any landscape. Satterfield is also your grill headquarters with Big Green Egg Grill. And our pros service everything in-house and back up all sales. Get the Satterfield Outdoor difference on Highway 280 right across from Tallapoosa Ford.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, we care about the air you breathe. Call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, we care about the air you breathe. Call Sensi Green.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Alabama calling. And Sarah Honda has your answer. Serving you for over 40 years with one of the largest Honda and pre-owned inventories in the state and the Sarah Promise. Our best deal when you buy or trade, a 72-hour exchange policy, a no-hassle trade-in promise. Written offers are good for 7 days. And our best service promise. Our factory-certified technicians help keep your vehicle running smoothly. That's why Alabama can be yours to discover in a new vehicle from Sarah Honda in Sylacauga.
Well, it's 56 degrees right now, folks. It is going up to 84 today. No rain, partly cloudy sky. Tonight, another pleasant night, clear, 59. Going into the weekend, tomorrow's going to be a warm day, 88 and 61. Dragon Boat Race day, Saturday. That Wind Creek State Park's going to be great. And whatever else you got going on, 83 and 50. And on Sunday, high of 70 and 43. There's a 50% chance of rain that we need badly.
That's right.
We need badly. It's going to cool off just a little bit. 77 and 46 Monday, 79 and 51 Tuesday. There's your 5-day forecast brought to you by Top Gun Pest Control, Highway 280, Alexander City. Here's a question for Shane Dillon Beagle. And I was just telling Shane Dillon, I need to hook y'all up, and y'all could talk shop for a while. Talking about mulch, can I use the animal bedding, goats, not chicken manure, directly onto vegetable garden for mulch, or does it need to break down in compost? It's pine shavings bedding, not fresh mulch that would tie up nitrogen.
I would not recommend it as a mulch right off because of the potentially of the manures being a little bit of fresh. There could be some contamination there. And being wood shavings, I'd almost want to probably compost that. As a mulch, wood shavings and other type of wood stuff like that is fine. If you actually mix it into the soil as an amendment, also as for nutrients. It can rob the nitrogen from the soil when it decomposes. So I would recommend, Dylan, let's just use it, let it go through a rot, a little bit more A's, and then you can potentially use it. The wood shavings will be fine, just like any other kind of mulch, but the concern will be the manures that's in there. Manures need to age a little bit. You also don't want to put too much at one time because it could burn it up. It's hard to measure how much manures you put out there. They're very, very low in fertility, but a lot of people times can put too much out of one setting.
Well, I guess I was talking to Leanne Dean yesterday at Grace's Flowers, and they got a farm, but they use every bit of they move their animals around, their pigs, and they would be another good talk for you. But just because they're doing if we all did what Kevin and Mrs. Dean did, we would all the ground would be better because they're using their land for what the man upstairs put it here for. And it's pretty interesting. I told her yesterday, I said, you need to come on and talk about this. It's kind of like you never know what you're saying is going to spark somebody's interest to say, you know what, I'm going to start doing that. Do you run into that?
Sometimes I do, absolutely. And I mean, everybody's got lots of experiences and stuff, and that's the best teacher is what you've learned, you can pass it on to somebody else.
I guess I've been watching Ellen, what she's gone through, and anybody, you don't have to be sick to get outside. It's something about that dirt. That, like Barney Fife says, it's therapeutic.
One of our tours last week, Dr. Durr, who was a well-known horticulturist at the University of Georgia and wrote lots of books on horticulture. That was one of his opening statements that get outside and plant stuff, and it's just something. He says it refreshes the soil. That was his comment.
Refreshes the soil and
refreshes the soil. So things like that. So it's there's definitely something about that and stuff. Hey, we'll change gears before we finish up my segment here at the end of the hour. We've got another mental health program, Conversations on Mental Health, next Friday on April the 24th at Central Alabama Community College. This is a very important topic. This is understanding suicide, warning signs, and response. Let me invite the public as well as our professionals. This is a free event. Let me say that again. It is a free event from 9 to roughly 11:30, 9 to 11:30 on Friday, April the 24th at Central Alabama Community College in Alexander City.
At the Betty Carroll Graham Technology?
Betty Carroll Graham Technology Center will be in the media room, the tiered media room. So we got the graduate students from Auburn University's College of Education coming back to teach and address this topic. Folks, suicide is a big deal.
Yes, it's real.
You don't have to just read the headlines and see that this is a big issue out there with not only youth but adults. Everybody has their problems, things going on. It's just a matter of being able to talk to people and to help people out in any way you can.
I'm so glad y'all do this. Was it well attended last time?
The last few times it's not been very well attended. So let me encourage you to come. I know everybody's busy. It's a Friday morning. It's springtime. There's a lot of things that's going on. But these workshops are for you, the general public. We are looking at see if we can broadcast this on Zoom or as a webinar as in addition to being in person. So more information will come on that. If I get that released by next week, Kenny, I'll pass that along to you. But these are two important topics. Great speakers from professionals, graduate students that are in that industry that have learned how to do these topics and can address these topics. Don't miss this. This may be the last one of the series for a while, and so we want to hit on this on a good note with this last one.
Ryan, if you don't mind, put up that last graphic, if you don't mind. I just wanted to point out something, because the Tallapoosa County Extension agent, with the way you explain what your agency's all about, it just kind of woke me up. But I guess I was looking at that graphic. Look to the left. If you're watching right now, look, y'all are involved in Auburn, the University of Auburn. That is strong.
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
strong.
I mean,
and why I say that is strong, it's strong. I guess I tie in Russell Medical with that, with UAB being a part of Russell Medical and UAB being a part of so many hospitals or buildings in Birmingham. But when you've got a backing like that, man, that's just...
Well, and as an extension agent, that we have those different resources. Not only do we have these other universities that we talked about, now here we're reaching out to other departments on campus that have these specialties in mental health, in rural health, in engineering, in food services, whatever it might be. We can pull those in as fellow colleagues and to bring those areas. These are areas beyond what's normal for extension. This is beyond ag and 4-H and home ec and forestry, natural resources, and community development. These are other topics that are very important to our community, and then part of the Auburn University's Rural Health Initiative, we can bring this to the county. We were selected, Tallapoosa County was selected to pilot this conversations on mental health. So that's credible to us as a staff, but also credible to the public that y'all will participate and need these kind of programs.
And I'm gonna go right now to the Ag Center. I can see that Ag Center. I think it's just an opportunity just sitting there waiting to happen. Lisa Sims, good morning to you too. But I'm proud of that. I know next Friday is the ribbon cutting. I know you're very much involved in it. Robert Reams, I mean, it's just a dream job for him, because there's just going to be so many opportunities that come out of that we didn't see coming.
Yeah, that's right.
That's going to be some pleasant surprises.
It is.
I know a lot of folks are for it. A lot of folks are not for it. It's like anything. I'm for it. I just think it's going to be something that will grow over the years. So if you're wanting to have an event there, get in touch with Robert Reams. Go to the Tallapoosa County Ag Center. I mean, they have a Facebook page, a social media. They've been working really hard on the drive or the parking lately.
I was out there yesterday. The grounds are looking better and better. Working on the parking, working on the next phases that may develop from that.
And it's in Jackson Gap on Highway 280.
In Jackson's Gap, so it's going to be a great asset for our county.
Sure.
Not from just from an ag standpoint, but just as a community event center. So the sky's the limit of what that property and that building can do. It's not just the traditional rodeos or the horse shows or
pig
stuff like
shows.
that. Matter of fact, we're going to have a pig show there in 2 weeks.
That's where it started from.
And so we're going to be out there and be auctioning pigs and having a pig squeal program out there. The kids have gotten involved with that the last 4 or 5 months. And so that'll be actually the first event is the kids showing pigs.
You know Phil Blasingame?
Yes.
I was talking to him just the other day out here at Hillby Garden. He started off showing pigs in high school. I never knew that. I mean, he was big into it.
I'd known that 4 months ago. He could have helped me train this pig and stuff. I may have to get him out there as a judge then or something. So, but that's
He'd be a good one.
That's coming up. So, those kind of things we can help with their youth programs, with 4-H and FFA. That'll be just a small portion that building could be used for.
Tallapoosa County, in general, is a very blessed community.
Absolutely,
and
continues to grow. Everywhere you look, there's development.
You're right. Thank you for coming out here.
Thank you.
I look forward to you and maybe have a special guest next.
Coming up next time. That's right.
Have a good day. Hey, don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Good morning to you, my little buddy. Christopher Crumbly, Enoch's Hardware, Bait and Tackle, downtown Rockford, Alabama, behind the courthouse. Are you looking for plumbing supplies? Are you looking for farming supplies? Are you looking for plants? Are you looking for fishing supplies, live and artificial? He's got it all at Enoch's Hardware, Bait and Tackle in Rockford.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today. Ready for an unforgettable escape? Jump into adventure at Lake Martin, Alabama. From thrilling water sports to peaceful fishing spots, it's love at first bite every time you cast your line. Want more excitement? Catch an event with our vibrant festivals, concerts, and fishing tournaments all year long. And when the sun sets, dive downtown to discover local shops, delicious dining, and warm southern hospitality. Explore Lake Martin, where every moment is an adventure waiting to happen.
The Morris Haynes Law Firm focuses on representing those who have been injured or mistreated by the wrongful acts of others. We have offices in Ellick City and Birmingham, but we have been calling Ellick City home for over 30 years. If you find yourself in need of a lawyer, give us a call at Morris Haynes, 256-329-2000. We would be honored to help you.
At CNT Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Ellick City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery. Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery. S&S Tire is the #1 tire and service dealer in the entire Lake Martin region for reasons. First, S&S works on all makes and models, including imports, and our advanced trained ASE Master Tech can pinpoint and correct problems before they happen. S&S Tire sells by volume, and that allows us to demand the best price on all major brands, including Michelin, Goodyear, and Toyo. Most importantly, S&S Tire and Auto lives, works, worships, and interacts in our home community. S&S Tire, #1 for many reasons, but most importantly, #1 for your satisfaction.
You've dreamed about the perfect house, a place to call your own, and a place to not only stretch out, but to grow. Auto Owners protects your house because to you, it's home. That's simple human sense. Happy to help, man. I was just over there talking to myself anyway.
That Ryan Fuller. He said we had a call. A caller want to know how do you get rid of carpenter bees. Well, Shane, I don't know if Shane can answer this. Ryan answered it. He hits them with a spatula, and it takes care of them every time. I know they've got like little jars that you can put out on your deck, and they'll go up in that and get rid of them. But that's a good question. Shane will be back out here next month, but I hate to tell you to do this, but Google it. I hate to use that word, but that's how we find out so much right now. Or call Shane at 825-1050 at the county extension agent. I believe that's that number, 256-825-1050. It's blues in the park time. We got the blues man out here. Iceberg, Freeman, Boogie, Tyrone, Cheryl, Oliver.
Called by many names, none as great as those.
How you doing, man?
Man, I'm good. I tell you, I woke this morning, I fixed breakfast, had coffee, did a little water, and I'm ready.
Are you ready for the 10th annual Blues in the Park?
Not really.
Okay. Well, it's
but we're getting there.
Yeah,
you know.
Here we go. May the 16th. Free concert. It's downtown inside Strand Park. And you know, I know you had it different places to start with, but I think that's, and I know we always say this, I think that's the place.
Well, that's where it is.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can anticipate other things, but like that's where it is. And we've had some success there. The first one, of course, was at the Sportplex.
Yep.
And the next 9, including this one, will and have been at Strand Park.
Mm-hmm.
And we got a great lineup scheduled as usual.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Breeze, Mr. Do Too Much. That's our headliner. That's the guy with the funky glasses over in the corner. We got Jeff Floyd. That's the guy in the middle. He brings his band and show. He's a legend in Southern Soul Blues. And we got a lineup out of this world. Mr. Blacknificent. That's the guy with the cool glasses in the back.
These names kill me.
Yeah. Janelle, the sexy diva of Southern Soul. The guy in the blue jacket, that's J-Lie, the gentleman. The girl in the print is Ms. Poochie, Joe D in the black, and Tina Brown. And we've added a local sensation, She calls herself Miss Vocals. She's
Miss what? I'm sorry.
Miss Vocals.
Miss Vocals.
And let me get it right. Shay Dansby. From the Dansby family. They are well known here. Great singers. Their mother was a gospel legend. She passed away a few years ago. Just a lineup out of this world.
And then, again, I'll go back to the word free. And there's a lot of folks that make that happen, too.
Yes. We get help from the city of Alex City, actually. Realty South, Riverbank and Trust. Watch me forget somebody. Hillby Towers. And I'm going to have the list better once I get it in my mind. But we get Pat Purda. He calls himself Freddie Big Boy. He stopped me at the hospital. So, man, I got my sponsorship right here. And there's some people we've not called on yet. Country Financial, Judge Tom Young. We have a commitment from Councilman Bill Young, the mayor of Alex City, Mike Densmore. We've gotten sponsorship from a lot of folks, and we're looking at a lot of folks. And right now, we're looking for vendors.
Let me stop you right there. When you say vendors, what kind of vendors?
Food vendors and non-food vendors.
Okay.
We have some people who serve like ice cream, drinks, stuff like that. This is accepted, but absolutely no alcohol vendors, none.
As far as selling.
Right.
Okay.
Now you can drink what you want.
Well, because it's entertainment district.
Right.
And the thing about it, as far as those food vendors, where do y'all where do you want them setting up?
Oh man.
You have a designated
We
area
have
for 'em?
traditional areas that return vendors already have because they've been there so many years. They have their spot.
Okay.
New vendors will have a choice of those that are not already seated, if that makes sense.
So y'all be there early, probably mid morning, Saturday morning.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
We start for vendors.
Vendors start setting up at
8 o'clock.
Yeah, tents start setting up at 10. That's
10
what
o'clock,
I was
right. Vendors come in 8 o'clock and they can set up sponsors. If you want to put up like things to support your business, you can come in 8 o'clock, set that up.
Is there a cost for that?
Yes.
Okay.
Vendors are $200. Sponsors, we have a graduated scale. But if you've been a sponsor, or if you are a sponsor, you can set up your stuff. You can come in, set up your tables, your tent, whatever. 8 o'clock in the morning, Saturday.
No grills.
No grills.
No grills. And that's I would think that's a safety.
And we're advocating no smoking because sometimes people get confused in what they smoke.
Yeah.
So we don't want to have to differentiate for any of it. So we're trying to have it no smoking, you know.
And security will be there.
Oh, yes. We have a nice, quiet little security force. They're real versed in what they do, the Alexander City Police Department. And the substation will be out there, so we'll be able to view the whole grounds from one place. And of course we have, people patrolling. But what we want to be an event of you coming out, having a good time, family friendly. My grandson will be celebrating his 7th birthday out there.
My buddy.
And there'll be a lot of grandmamas and granddaddies out there, we're hoping. We want it to be where everybody feels good being there.
And this is the weekend before Memorial Day weekend.
Well,
May the
it's
16th.
actually always the first Saturday after Mother's Day.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I just learned something about that. So that way you always got a go-to. But good lineup, and you again you've added Mrs. Vocals from the Shay Dansby of the
Shay
Dansby
yeah.
family. But this is again, I'm gonna say it. It's free.
Hey, and she is very vocal about Miss Vocals.
Okay.
I mean, she's a powerhouse, total powerhouse. I had spoken to both the brothers, and this is no slight, but we actually ran out of money. And we're still working on money because we over budget. This thing runs about 100% more than what we allocated at first. And we do fundraising. Of course, this year, because of illness, I was diagnosed with cancer back in June of last year, June 19th. And it's been a long road. I rang the bell a couple of weeks ago on Friday. And
how did that feel, Iceberg? Is that a feeling you can't describe?
Well, I was on a 28-day regimen.
Mm-hmm.
And every day I'd wake up and say, well, I've got a free day to, well, I still got radiation, you know. And then, crazy thing, me and Claire were talking, I said, you know, this is the first time since last June that I've not had a doctor's appointment. And then my blood sugar went crazy. I had to go to the ER on Thursday.
Really?
But we're still playing with that. But the good thing is we're both here. I'm about 4 days old and you, boy, I'm trying to stay that way. I don't want to stop.
December 10th.
Yes, sir.
But I think about what you've been through, and let me get personal with you. Did the radiation, was it rough for you, or did you get tired a lot?
Yes, very tired. Still get tired.
And you did it right here at the cancer center?
Yes. They say it'll be a 2 to 3 month period transitioning back to what we call normal.
Tell me what normal is.
Something we're not, probably. I don't really know what normal is, but, you know, you wake up, you don't control that. So that's pretty normal because somebody else is in control.
Another blessed day we have. We'll be right back. Right across the road from us, I'm talking about Henderson Tire and Auto Repair. Jesse Henderson, if you know him from Henderson Glass on Davil Road, you know who you're dealing with. You know what kind of person he is. He's just a big old teddy bear is what he is. But when it comes time to work on your vehicle, it's all about you. Henderson Tire and Auto Repair, Highway 22, right across from Kalijah Country, 97.5.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Brown Nursing Home on Washington Street in Alexander City is a 68-bed facility. Therapies offered are physical, occupational, speech, IV, and wound healing. Very important to know, Brown Nursing Home accepts most insurances. Catherine Sykes is the RN Director of Nursing, Dr. Timothy Corbin is the Medical Director, and Dylan Beagles is the Administrator, and one fine staff that'll take care of you. It's all about you at Brown Nursing Home. 256-329-9061.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
Benton, clearing, and grading is Cody and LD Benton, and they got your job in sight. Moving dirt is a clean job to them. Clearing a lot for your home or business is what they do, and they do it right. Call LD or Cody today at 256-397-2531 or 397-2532 for a quote today. I promise you, they'll do the job right. That's Benton Clearing and Grading.
Lake Life Wellness Studio is located in downtown Dadeville behind the courthouse. Lake Life is more than a place you want to come to move. It's a lifestyle. We didn't just want to open a studio. We wanted to build a community and recharge here at Lake Martin, offering Pilates, yoga, sauna, and cold plunge. Check out our Lake Life Wellness Studio merchandise, which is officially here. Sign up for a membership today and be part of the Lake Life Wellness Studio community. Visit our website, lakelifewellnessstudio.com, and be sure to follow us on social media.
We get it. Easy isn't always easy. A simple paint job turns into drywall quick. At Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, we got you covered. With 9 locations across central Alabama, contractors and do-it-yourselfers can trust we have your back. Our experienced staff is here to be the voice of reason when projects get tough. Whether online or in-store, shop all the best brands with our Best Rewards loyalty program. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, local since 1984.
Let's talk blues, but blues in the park. It's Strand Park, May the 16th, right around the corner. Iceberg Slim, Tyrone Oliver out here with us. What started this?
Wow. Now,
I don't know if I've ever asked you that question.
I used to be an MC.
Sure.
And I used to MC concerts.
And you're not going to MC this one?
Well, I'm going to intro it, but I'm going to get away from that because the steps get higher and higher each year. And, you know, I'm still recouping. So
yeah, sure.
My good friend Costi McNair from the KD Studios over in Montgomery is going to be the MC, and the man doing the music is going to be the Tallahassee Duck. He's standing in for Twilight. Twilight's been my DJ for a little while now, and he's having surgery.
Wow.
Everybody can hear at the same time. I guess this is our brief interlude before just enjoying life for real, for real. But Tallahassee Duck and Costi McNair will be helping out with the MC, and I've got my homeboy who I just met again, military veteran. He calls himself Double Shots. He's a hype man. He's going to be up there for a little while. We've got a lot of help. A lot of people have reached out just to be helpful.
Well, they believe in it.
I hope so.
And it's a good event. It's a free event, and man, it's packed. Now, what time will it actually get started?
The entertainment starts at 2.
Okay.
The music starts early. Of course, we're going to be doing sound checks and all that good stuff in the interim period. I got to say this because, you know, I got to look out for family. Scott Hardy, thank you so much for your sponsorship. I didn't forget you. I'm just a little bit older now.
That's Coach. Old buddy.
No. Scott is, he's not a coach, is he?
Yeah. Hit a 3-year-old.
Okay, all right. You know, because Coach Freeman is my first cousin, his uncle. I was just differentiating there. Yeah, Scott is.
But you and it's grown.
Oh yes.
Over the 10 years.
Oh yes. The first one was big because it was new. But let me tell the story.
Yeah.
I used to work radio in Lynette, Alabama, and West Point, Georgia, and the guy that I worked for, Tommy McCullough, he's passed on. When he left that area, every radio station he went to, he would call me to do something, commercials. And then we finally got to Camden, and he asked me to MC his concerts. So I
Was
met.
it like a blues
Yes,
concert?
yes. And he brought everybody that was in blues to Camden, Alabama, one of the smallest, poorest towns in the state of Alabama.
West Alabama.
Yes, West Alabama. Over there, I said, we can do this in Alex City. So we got over here and looked at a few things and put a few things together, asked a few questions, fought a few fights, got a few victories, had a few losses. But it came about. First one was in Sportplex. It rained all day.
I remember that.
And over 1,000 people sat out there in the rain all day. We didn't stop until around 8 o'clock when it started lightning out there. In the meanwhile, the stage failed that year.
Oh, wow.
I got caught in it, was entrapped in that stuff.
Wow.
Went to the emergency room, paid my own bill, didn't charge the city anything, because we wanted this thing to continue, and it has. You know, we got a lot of people involved. My wife, Claire, Arlene Wyckoff, T.C. Coley, just to name a few. Oh, man, my cousin, I forgot her name. I'll think of it in a minute. But so many people involved. Lane Freeman, just a lot of folks.
What time is it normally over? I mean,
We're looking at 8:30.
Okay, early night.
We want some base. We hoping we got a little daylight. We want to get it cleared out. Everybody have a good time. Get home safely. Go where you going safely. You know, we want to have a good time, family friendly. Keep it that way, and let you know that it is a privilege just to be out here like this. Who's gonna give you a free, I'll say, world class concert anywhere? And they're falling by the wayside. I mean, it takes. I was talking with Bill Young. And he said, man, what does it take to put this on? A couple, 3 weeks ago, I said 24,000. It's grown. It's more.
What was the first year? Do you remember what it cost that first year? 10 years ago?
I think the first year it was around 15,000. And
has it grown act-wise?
Well, yes.
Or do you have about that many? I can't remember.
On the first one, we had about 5 or 6 acts. Had DJs, doing the music. Had people having fun. I think this year we've got maybe 9, 10 acts. We've had more, had less. But the thing is, we've always been fortunate in that we've been able to draw class talent from people we work with, people who've heard about us.
Right.
So, because we can't pay these cats. We got Breeze at his introductory rate before his song was number. He had the #1 song in the nation. Before his song went #1, and he came to Alex City to Benson's. We talked to him that night. He said, "Man, my price is going up."
Yeah.
Monday. I said, "Well, let's do something." He said, "I got an agent." I said, "Wake him up." So we woke him up and booked the show that night. And since then, his price probably tripled.
Wow.
So
he tours all over the United States?
All over the Southeast.
Oh, Southeast, okay.
Yes, and a good part of the United States. New artists had a song that everybody was listening to. Has not followed it up like King George, but in the same King George thing, everybody's singing his song. Kyla sings his song, So we got him when the song was new. Now the song is, has been a #1 song. His prices have gone up, as I said. And we got him at that rate. Janelle, she came here. Her brother is a music minister. She's a music minister. Plays drums in church on Sundays. We got her cheap. J-Lie, we've not had him in a few years. He headlined one year. He went over to Jeter Jones's camp. Well, went to Truckers camp, then went to Jeter Jones's camp. He called me and said, "Hey, man, I want to do Blues in the Park." I said, "We want you, but my exact word, but don't make it hurt." So he gave us a price that we could live with. Everybody here is discounting us. Everybody.
Just to be a part of.
Yes.
Well, it's such a fitting name too. It just Blues in the park.
It's like you just going out, throw your blanket down on the ground, have a good time, like a big old picnic.
Are these artists from Alabama artists or different?
Well,
states.
Tina Brown is from Clarksville, Tennessee. Breeze is from Mississippi. I believe that Jeff Floyd is Mississippi, Alabama. He's on the line. J-Lie, Janelle is Georgia. J-Lie is Phoenix City. Poochie's Montgomery. And Joe D's Montgomery. And I think Miss Vocals is Mobile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But you were talking about the rain earlier. It's an outdoor event, and of course,
rain or shine, man.
Rain or shine, buddy. 10th annual Blues in the Park coming up May the 16th, and it is free downtown Alexander City. We'll be right back. Glenn Smith Chevrolet downtown Opelika. Well, I say downtown. It's on Opelika. Truckloads of fresh inventory are arriving now at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika. Whether you're eyeing the rugged Chevy Silverado or the premium GMC Sierra, you can check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika.
Payne's Furniture, located in the heart of downtown Dadeville, Alabama, is rocking these days with a great selection of quality rocking chairs and Adirondacks, dining room tables, bedding, sofa sectionals, and even a Cinderella carriage bed frame. Donald Payne has been in the furniture business for decades. It's simple. If you don't see it, say, Donald, can you find it for me? That's Payne's Furniture, downtown Dadeville, Alabama. 256-825-7727 is the number.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open. Located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area. And they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all. Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
The Chambers Tallapoosa Coosa Community Action Committee is a local nonprofit agency whose mission is to enhance the quality of life for low-income persons while also providing services that promote self-sufficiency. We offer programs that include Head Start, family daycare, low-income energy assistance, and weatherization, among others. The central office location is 170 South Broadnax Street in Dadeville. Call 256-825-4287 or online at cacctc.com.
Cloud9 is a lifestyle boutique downtown Alexander City. We're right on Main Street next to Carlisle's, and we're open from 10 to 5 Monday through Friday and 10 to 2 on Saturdays. We offer a variety of items ranging from ladies' clothing from size extra small to 2XL. We have baby clothes including newborn gifts. We have wedding registries and the beloved Diva Wash. If you know, you know. Follow us on social media and come see us today on Main Street.
Carlisle Heating and Air says it's tune-up time for your HVAC system. Having your unit tuned up increases energy efficiency and can reduce the wear and tear on your unit. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019 for a price. Serving the Lake Martin area, Alexander City, Dadeville, Jackson Gap, and Goodwater. Don't get hot, be cool. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019. Don't get hot, be cool.
Summertime is a special time. Time on the water, time away from work, and more time with family and friends. Make sure your heart is ready for the season with an appointment at the UAB Heart and Vascular Clinic at Russell Medical. I'm Dr. Kevin Sublett, and our entire clinic is dedicated to keeping your heart healthy. We're right here in your own community and backed by the knowledge and expertise of UAB Medicine. Make an appointment today by calling 256-234-2644 or visit uabmedicine.org/heartrussell.
Big things are happening at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get massive savings on our entire lineup of GMC Sierra trucks. 1500s, 2500s, every model side by side for comparison. Plus, we always have a fresh selection of late model pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs ready to roll with huge discounts. People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
Let's wrap it up here with Mr. Blues, man, Tyrone Oliver, Iceberg Slim, 10th Annual Blues in the Park, May the 16th. We'll continue to promote this. I know you're doing it on It's All Good. Yes. Elijah Country is, there it is. Again, I'm going to just say what you said. Tents and coolers, welcome, no grills, tent setup is at 10 a.m., showtime at 2.
Yes, 10 at tongue-tied back there. Very professional. Sponsors, vendors, you can come at 8 o'clock and set up your displays, your vending slots, whatever how you want to call it.
And still looking for vendors.
Yes, we're still, and that number is 256-496-1958 or 256-794-5361. It's on the poster. We have a lot of interest from food trucks, vendors, and we want to entertain all our vendors, but there's only a limited number we can take. So it's going to be on a first come, first served basis. Of course, if you've been a vendor several years in a row, we're going to give you some preference.
Right.
But that's what we're looking at.
Thank y'all for putting this on. And to all these sponsors, thank you for making this happen again. Again, a free event, May the 16th. 10th Annual Blues in the Park. We'll be back tomorrow.